Meet the secret dealers. Their mission, to make money.
If it's there and I think I can get a profit on it, I'll definitely be the man to buy it.
If I want it, I'm going to have it.
I might be old, fat and over the hill, but I'm still a great antique dealer.
Today, two homes test the secret dealers to their limits.
If that's a repro, I'm in deep trouble.
They have to battle the homeowners.
That's called profit.
And we're going to eat it.
Their instincts.
I think it could be a watercolour.
And each other.
Go and find your own stuff.
Let me in! Fasten your seatbelts, it's going to be a bumpy ride.
There's plenty for the secret dealers to get their teeth into in the first house. Peter has been a collector all his life and loves Oriental wear. Since marrying Bernice 44 years ago, the collection has grown to fill the whole house.
I like Peter's collection. I've grown up with it, really. It comes and goes. I can dust something one week and then it's gone the next.
Ah, yes. As well as collecting, Peter has many years of dealing under his belt. But that's all in the past, and he wants to thin out his stock.
I think over the years we've probably got some better pieces, so we need to get rid of the lesser pieces.
Peter and Bernice aren't short of ideas on how to use any money they make.
There's a trip to Madagascar. We desperately need some new double glazing. We might even give some to the children, who knows?
Good God, no.
Some highlights of this massive collection are a 19th century Cantonese vase that Peter bought at an auction, Bernice's treasured silver-mounted Cloisonné vase made in the early 20th century, and an English Victorian bronze figure titled The Fascinator. It's sure to grab the dealer's attention. About to be unleashed are secret dealers Alison, Tim and Mike. They don't know anything about the house or who lives there and have only 1 hour to place secret bids on what they want to buy while Peter and Bernice are away.
Well, well, well. Bit of an Aladdin's cave.
It's full of stuff.
First to catch Alison's eye is Bernice's collection of Cloisonné pots and vases. If you're not sure what it is, then listen carefully.
You have a brass base, and then you have wirework that's laid on, and then each bit is individually coloured.
It's not long before Alison spots the star of the collection, the silver-mounted vase from the early 20th century.
Well, that's quite nice, that.
But Tim has spotted it as well.
That's nice, that, Alison, although it's late.
It's virtually new.
It is new in antique terms, but I like it.
2 bids straight onto the vase. Even among the biggest collection, the dealers can spot quality in a flash. Mike's in the lounge and has homed in on the Victorian bronze figure, but he's very wary.
Bronzes are reproduced, the most reproduced thing of all time. But to the left, there we've got a foundry mark. Don't normally get seals on bronzes when they're what we call snide. I've got to decide whether this is a restrike or it's a real thing. So I'm going to play the game a little bit. I'm going to leave it, and at the very last minute, I'm going to come back and whack a price on it.
Tactics coming into play already, waiting to see what Tim and Alison make of it. They're still in the dining room and have found the 19th century Cantonese vase. Chinese pieces are very sellable. Right, Tim?
They are very much of the moment in pairs. This is a singular. Now, a pair of those, 400 to 500 quid. Do you agree, Alison?
Easily.
Easily.
That shape. No damage to the handles, is there?
No.
A single vase, but it still draws 2 bids. Looks like Peter's hopes of selling the chaff and keeping the wheat are going to be dashed. Now Mike's making a play for Bernice's silver-mounted Cloisonné vase.
This is Japanese Cloisonné, definitely Tokyo. How good does that look? What I'm going to do with that is I'm going to be a little bit tricky. There's 2 other prices there. I'm just going to put a low price, I'm in the pot, and then we'll test them.
Look out for a bidding war on this piece. Tim spotted the English bronze figure, but will he think it's original or a copy?
Now, I think that this bronze could be genuine because it's got the foundry mark. By appointment to the Queen, New Bond Street. And it's going to be Queen Victoria, so we can pretty much date it between 1837 and 1901.
Tim is sure it's original, and his bid is down.
There.
Alison has found a picture she likes, but here too, there's a question mark. Is it a painting or a print? It's not as easy to tell as you might think.
It's obviously in a harem, isn't it? Got a little musician here. I think it could be a watercolour, which has been gone over in a substance called gouache, which is quite a chalky substance, which gives it this sort of softened feel. If this is a print, quite often there'll be lots of little dots. I think it is a watercolour.
You don't sound too sure, Alison. Be careful. An easy tactic when faced with masses of objects is to follow the bidding trail of the other dealers. And that's exactly what Mike's up to. Next up, the Cantonese vase.
Been drilled for a lamp there. Nevertheless, it's got a value. Oh, I see the other two have had a little pop. There we go.
And that's a trio of bids on the vase. Tim has noticed that Alison has disappeared. Wants to know why.
Alison!
No, Tim, look, go and find your own stuff.
Let me in! What have you found?
I don't know yet, I'm looking at it. It
Let's
might
have a
be.
look.
I think it's a tinted print.
Oh, so now you think it's a print, Alison. Is this a tactic to put the others off?
You don't like it. Go away.
You like it, don't you, Alison?
I might do.
On a personal level, no, I don't like it.
Okay, so do you want to go?
No.
Tim liked it enough to leave a bid, but the mystery is still unsolved. Time is running short and there's still a lot to see. Mike has returned to the Victorian bronze to see if anyone else has bid.
A fascinator.
So Mike, is it real or reproduction?
I think it's real. I think it's by an artist called Gilbert, who's responsible for a lot of the bronzes and things near the Houses of Parliament. I'll be blowing quite a lot of money if it's a fake. If that's a repro, I'm in deep trouble.
We'll have to wait and see if Mike is right. But what's Mike's take on the mystery harem picture, painting or print?
So having looked at it closely and thinking I'd made me fortune, and just about to ring up Bond Street in London, book my holiday in Barbados, it turns out it's a print. Victorians reproduced popular paintings with printing techniques which have never been bettered. Very clever.
It won't make headline news, but it still has a value and 3 bids. The dealers have just enough time to place their last few bids. Alison is also drawn to the Victorian English figure.
It's quite stylish, isn't it, with him taming the snake? Look, it's all wrapped round him, slithering up.
That's a full house of bids for the bronze and full time for the dealers.
There we go.
Secret dealer at rest.
The secret dealers have been bidding on the pick of Peter and Bernice's fantastic collections.
A great house.
Packed to the brim.
Plenty to look at.
But before they can buy anything, they'll have to strike a deal. On Peter and Bernice's side is the independent valuer. He's put guide prices on everything the dealers want. So Peter and Bernice will know exactly what their treasures are worth and can haggle for the best deal.
Having dealt with antiques over the last 40 years, it'll be interesting to have a battle with them and see who wins.
So how much of the dealer's money is up for grabs?
Wow,
It's £5,183.
Goodness gracious,
That will pay for our holiday to Madagascar. If we accept it all, we'll have to go round and look.
I'll try out.
Yeah.
The first item the dealers will try to buy is the Victorian bronze figure. Opinion is divided on whether it's an original.
I'm not sure it's as old as it might look.
I know who made it, I know how much he's worth. If I don't get it, that's something wrong.
I've enjoyed him on the side, and I hope today they'll make me a good offer for him.
Peter, where did you acquire this figure from?
I used to do antique fairs as a hobby at weekends, and somebody come up and offered it to me. It was another dealer.
So you're an antiques dealer?
Not really. I've retired now.
Was that a good buy then?
It was an excellent buy at the time, yes.
Well, that's an entree. Who's going to start?
Well, I don't mind starting. Having looked at it long and hard, I decided it had a bit of age. So my price for that bronze is £675.
I looked at it long and hard, and I decided it didn't have as much age. And my offer is 191.
Oh dear, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
I looked at I thought it did have a bit of age, and my offer was £280.
That's an interesting.
That's interesting.
Spread.
Do you want to have a look what the independent valuer thinks it's worth?
Yes, OK.
The valuation suggests Mike is right, but only Peter and Bernice can see the card, and it's up to them to push for more money.
Would you like to up your offers?
I won't.
No.
Because my view was that it wasn't as old as perhaps Mike thinks it is.
OK.
And I'm going to stick with that view.
OK.
I can't compete with that offer. I think it's a great offer.
I think there's probably a profit on top of that for you, I would imagine.
Peter, I only work for a profit.
Yes.
Of course.
I think it's a great offer. It values the bronze, it's full up. Would you accept it, Peter?
Well, I'm quite happy with that. Are you,
I think
dear?
so, yeah.
Yes, I think that's a very good offer, and we're very
yeah.
happy with that.
Thank you very much. So much.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank
Cheers.
you.
OK.
Can I be very cheeky, Peter, and ask you how much you paid for it?
£30.
Whoa, the man!
What a deal. More than £600 profit for Peter and Bernice.
Tim and Alison's bids were quite disappointing after Mike's.
Mike blew me and Alison out of the water.
I suppose it sorts a pro out from the amateurs, doesn't it?
So who will be carrying off the 19th century Cantonese vase? Looks like the stiff competition here.
So I'm going to try and buy as much Chinese as I can. It's on fire.
They sell well at the right price.
Where did you get it from?
I bought it at auction in the last couple of years.
Oh, that could be tough.
But as you know already, I'm quite a good bargain.
Ah, right.
It wasn't cheap.
I wouldn't expect it to be, because there is a revival of Chinese goods, as you're probably well aware. Well, I don't know if we're going to offer you a thumping profit or a thumping loss, but with no more ado, Tim?
My offer for your Canton vase is £230.
That's quite good, yes. I'm in profit.
Good. That's what we like, a
Some
profit.
options you go to, isn't it? And my offer is £242.
That's even better.
And my offer is £140.
Yes, not so good.
Do you want to have a look at that, the valuation?
Once again, the dealers have beaten the valuation by some way. Good going for a vase that's been used as a table lamp.
Well, I'd like to discount myself. The fact that it's being drilled for a lamp puts me off, to be honest.
Yes. So does Tim want to increase his offer?
245. I know it's not a huge increase, but it is an increase.
250.
255.
We better get our foot on the accelerator, haven't we? 275.
And Tim.
280.
And Mike.
£302.
You are mentally straining me today. He knows he's beaten me. He knows. He knows he's done it to me.
£302. That is my price.
I would be very happy to accept that price.
And again, I mean, I'm loving this.
Mike takes home the spoils of war again.
Mike Melody is on fire today in this house.
This is ching ching time.
Mike also has snapped up a pair of 20th century Japanese brass vases for £360, a late 19th century carved wall plaque for £127, and a 20th century brass line figure for £114. Next is the Victorian harem print. This would have made a fortune if it was a painting.
So disappointed.
But it's not all bad news.
The frame is to die for.
I'm quite happy for that to be sold today.
Tell me all about it.
I bought it at auction approximately 10 years ago. But as you say, it is a print, but it is highlighted with gouache, I think is the correct terminology.
Yeah, very, very clever technique the Victorians did. Almost like an over-painted print. And they can fool even the experts.
I quite like it. Our best friend is an Iraqi, so we have a connection with belly dancers. And...
Oh, do you? Oh, well, that's a proper connection.
belly dancers, Alice.
Yes.
Well, who wants to start this?
I will start this.
OK, Tim, go on.
My bid for your print is £50.
That's a little disappointing, I'm afraid.
Sorry.
My bid is £115.
That's a lot better, but
Awesome.
I was hoping for more.
I love it. I love the fact that it's a
interesting
harem.
yes, interesting
I love the
subject.
warmth of it.
Yeah.
And my offer for it is £80.
Oh, disappointing.
Now you have an independent valuation.
Yes.
Mike's made another overvaluation offer, but Peter's going to try and bluff his way to more money.
Even the top offer of Mike's there is not quite enough.
Isn't it?
I'm afraid not now.
Any of you want to throw over a tempter?
Oh, yes. My bid on it would be £200.
That's much, much
That's
better.
much better.
Do you gentlemen
Want
wish
to join the fight?
Oh, why not? 210.
And Tim, are you joining the fight?
I'm out of it. I'm going to leave it to Alison and Mike to battle it out.
Okay.
My offer's £250.
That's extremely good.
That's very good. That's very good.
£256.
I'll let you have her. I'll
Thank you
pass
very
out.
much. Do we have a deal?
I think
Oh,
we'll
it's
accept
excellent
that.
offer. Yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Another buy for Mike, but did Alison string him along?
She pulled the rug from under him, yeah.
I loved it. Bit naughty, maybe.
I don't think you'll ever sell it at a profit.
Don't think so. The frame's worth what I paid for it.
The final item is the wonderful silver-mounted Cloisonné vase. Will Mike be taking this home too?
Delightful.
I would really, really like to own that vase.
That will be getting a severe bashing as well.
It's still a nice piece, and I realised that when I bought it.
You obviously know that when it's on silver, it's a lot more desirable than the standard Cloisonné, which you've got quite a large collection
yes,
of.
I have, yeah.
I didn't know it existed, to be honest, and that's our only example.
I might as well show you my bid first.
Okay.
So I have offered £245.
A very nice offer.
Yeah, good offer, yeah. Yeah. Tim?
You're not going to like this as much.
Oh, no, I don't like it as much, no.
And my offer is £140.
Interesting
yes.
range
Yes.
of prices there.
Do we have a look at the...
Oh, yes, have a look at the valuation, yeah.
Yes, we'll have a look at the valuation, thanks.
Mike's done it again, thumping down another big bid.
Would either of you like to beat Mike's offer?
Yes, I think I would. My offer on it would be £250.
Which is not a lot of difference. But
It's...
how about you, Tim?
270.
Dilemma.
I know, Mike.
The damage on the top of the silver, it's dented, will affect its value. Just because I started off, I'll carry on. £283.
I'll round it up to 300, my offer.
That's very good, that is.
Tim?
I like that vase.
It is lovely. It's a pretty vase, yeah.
310.
310. Mike?
£333.
333.
Well, I've given it my best pitch, and I shall decline.
Okay, thanks.
And Tim?
350.
I ain't losing it for a fiver. £377.
That's very good.
Yeah.
I'm afraid, Tim.
It is, Tim.
Nobody got offers
Don't be
about
afraid, because we've not finished yet, Peter. £400.
I didn't realise I was the owner of such a valuable little piece.
Could be worth more, yeah.
I know, it's going that
Finished
way.
yet?
Test him again at £429.
£440.
Do you know something?
I'm getting frightened.
He's won the test.
Has he?
Well done, I'm out.
You had to let him win one, didn't you?
Certainly did.
Anyway, we accept your offer.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Thank you
Bernice.
very much indeed.
Finally, Tim gets a piece he wants, but at more than double the independent valuation.
£440. Yeah, Harry Houdini couldn't get out of that.
It's a good thing, and I would have actually gone a little bit further.
The dealers unearthed some real gems in this house and offered over £5,000. Now with the deals done, how much have Peter and Bernice actually made?
There has been battles fought in this house today. And you have £3,065
Really?
to go on your holiday.
Thank you
very
very
much. Madagascar, here we come.
Indeed.
Half each, dear, half each.
Yeah, go on then.
You can have a five.
Oh, thanks.
The secret dealer's next house could come as a bit of a shock. Mark and Renee have spent 31 years since she arrived in the UK styling a unique living space.
Kind of crazy, mad, eclectic mix of things, which I've just picked up over the years. Made by art college, friends, family heirlooms. Gosh, some of it I've picked up off of skips. I tend to go for things that are kind of quirky, a bit kitsch.
Renee is an interior decorator and wants to build her own house, but her huge collection doesn't fit her minimal dream home.
I did a big move 3.5 years ago, and I don't want to do that same big move again.
Everything stands out in Renee's collection, but the designers are sure to like an atomic design 1950s hall stand inspired by the Festival of Britain. A striking Art Deco Spelter figure from the 1930s, and a canteen of American silver cutlery that belonged to Renee's aunt. Back to do battle are Alison, Tim and Mike. They have the usual hour to make their secret bids before Renee returns home and no idea of what they will find inside.
Good Lord. Modern art, modern everything.
I love it. It's really nice.
Wow.
The house has certainly made an impression. Mike is more used to trading pieces a couple of 100 years old rather than a couple of decades.
I might as well start here.
But he seems to be taken by the Festival of Britain hall stand.
This. My daughters would love this. Call them atomic, call them what you want. Looks as though it's got the age. They actually copy these now. I've got to decide on the price of that is what my daughter would give me for it. Because if she doesn't buy it, I'm in trouble.
Good luck, Mike. You might need it.
What have we got here?
Alison's taste is suited to Renee's collection and she spotted the 1930s Art Deco Spelter figure.
Spelter is a white metal, and this has been patinated to make it look a bit bronzy, but actually where this is rubbed, it comes through with white metal, so it's less money, but very stylish. And this is what's so nice, I mean, we can actually visualise the sheer effort that has gone into him throwing that javelin.
Now, if you thought Mike was risking it with the hat stand, just look at what he's bidding on now.
You've always got to leave a price on a good old set of Avery scales. I'll have a punt on them.
Who knows? Perhaps he needs to weigh out a quarter of chocolate limes, you know, once in a while. Just as before, Tim has gravitated towards Alison and is keen on the Art Deco figure.
Spelter is a base metal, a cheaper form of bronze. And
I said that.
But don't you think that that is so stylised?
I said that.
Fabulous Art Deco piece. He should be on a big marble slab.
I agree.
When she does that, it means trouble. She's spoiling for a fight. Fasten your seatbelts, it's going to be a bumpy ride.
Just a little friction there, I think. After bidding out of his comfort zone, Mike's about to find something right up his street. It's the canteen of American silver cutlery.
Whoa. Hey, this is all what we call sterling silver. And it probably comes from Canada or America. They mark their silver sterling. It's relatively recent, so it dates roughly around about sort of 1990s. The knives are virtually impossible to weigh because the handle, of course, isn't silver. It would break. It's too soft. Anyhow, with no more ado, here we go.
And he hides it away in the hope that the others will miss it.
Will I get away with it? Who knows? We'll have a go, won't we?
There's an enormous number of pieces to look at here, but Tim is still tagging along with Alison, who spotted the Chinese soapstone carving.
Yeah.
Play nicely, you two.
Now, I think with the price of jade going through the roof,
Yes.
soapstone will be the next level, and you get some really super examples of soapstone.
Right, I don't agree with Tim, to be honest, because the point is... Do you see the abuse?
You don't agree with me?
Because there's the world in prizes of soapstone. Soapstone is everywhere,
but
but
what I'm
what we're
trying to
buying here,
Yes.
and this is the point, is the carving. Okay, let's leave a cautious bid on
I'm
it
leaving
then.
a cautious bid on it.
They're like Tweedledum and Tweedledee, so perhaps it's best that they split up. Tim struck out alone to find the canteen of American silver cutlery. Nice try, Mike.
There will be a lot of money here because this is to our standard, it's to 925, which means that it's 925 points of 1,000 of pure silver in this. I'm going to leave a little note for Alison so that she doesn't feel left out.
Oh, that's kind. He still shuts the drawer, though. Alison is in the kitchen and has spotted the 1950s Festival of Britain hall stand.
I haven't seen one of these since I was a kid.
It's those childhood memories that make pieces from this era so fashionable, such as the scales.
Again, very retro, what people want.
Mike's got his eye on the Chinese soapstone carving, but Alison's within earshot.
Made for tourists roughly around about 1920. Whether the Chinese want it back or not, I don't want it. And not only that, they always were dust collectors, and this is no exception. That is a dust collector.
He doesn't like it. What does he?
Now Alison's gone, I might have demoralised her. Now I'll put a price on this. You wouldn't expect me not to leave a price on it, would you? Hey?
Oh, very sneaky. But Mike didn't manage to hide the silver from Tim, and he hasn't stopped Alison finding it either.
120 ounces. That's a lot of silver. That's a different pattern. Look at that. That's one pattern, that's another pattern. So it's all mix and match, really.
The dealers are into the last few minutes and are still bidding fast. It takes more than good looks to excite a dealer, but of course there's always an exception to the rule.
I think actually that's got something, actually. This is this modern art that we don't know a lot about. Hello! My name's Mike Melody. What's going on?
Time is up, and let's just say not a moment too soon. Renee's London home has been a real eye-opener for the secret dealers.
What a fabulous house.
There's not that many antiques. I could struggle,
But we're going to have a go.
Now it's time to do the deals, and Renee has drafted in boyfriend Mark to do battle.
I kind of know what the things are worth.
I work in the online gambling industry and I'm a poker fan, so I should be able to leverage that.
So how much of the dealer's money is on the table?
Ooh, that's all right. £3,487.
Whoa.
Mike, you've been spending
Who's
again.
got all the dosh between you?
these two.
I'm the honey with the money.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll be sweet to you.
In the last house, Mike grabbed the lion's share, but this is another story. First up is the 1930s Art Deco Spelter figure. It's just Tim and Alison up for this.
What a powerful piece.
I'd like to own it, and I could see selling that at a good profit.
Hard to part with. Hard to part with.
I just love the figure here.
And do you like it, Renee?
No, I do. I love it. I love it. I do.
There's words being used here I'm not happy about.
Well, she could be playing poker with us, Alison.
Shall we reveal our bids?
Yeah, why not?
Mark and Rennie, £290.
Oh, that's sad. That's very sad.
I hate you at this moment.
Oh, thanks for sharing that with us, Alison.
You're just about to show me up.
Oh.
My offer was 150.
No. You guys are like so off the mark. Sorry.
Are we off the mark because of how you feel about it emotionally?
Well, I don't know if you are off the mark valuation-wise.
Right,
Let's have a look, shall we?
Tim's on the money, but Renee is playing it cool with a little bluffing.
I don't even think for the valuation amount I would want to get rid of it.
I've let myself down. I've let my mother down.
Don't bring your mother into it again.
OK, my offer would be £300.
So you've gone from 150 to 300 like that?
That's right. I like that.
I think she wants it, too.
310.
No, much better than that.
£350. No mucking about. Money on the table.
Keen on that, aren't you?
I might be.
Don't give me that look. It's going to happen, Alison. 370.
Rennie, 380.
We're playing tennis here.
We are playing tennis, yeah.
It's Spelter, white metal. Who wants it?
I do.
Wait,
£400.
At £400, it will have to go to Daddy Warbucks.
That's if they want to sell.
Yes, that's true.
Do we want to sell?
£400, Rennie and Mark. Final offer.
Oh, I can't bear it either because I can't make a decision.
1, 2, 3, jump. Go for it.
Okay. Okay.
Got a deal?
Yeah, we'll take it.
Lovely, thank you.
Sorry, Alison.
Did you see that smug? Do that again. Look at you, smug.
Wasn't it?
Making £100 over the valuation, that's a good deal for Mark and Renee.
I am really pleased to have bought that for £400 and the best man won.
What can you do?
Still sad to see him go for only 400 quid.
Well, brace yourself, Renee, because based on the dealer's comments about the Chinese soapstone carving, there's more sadness ahead.
It's a big lump, is that?
It is horrible.
I've pitched my bid to be at the party, but not to stay after midnight.
I love that Chinese thing.
How did you get that?
A friend of mine hated it and she said I could have it.
I'll tell you what, your friend's no bad judge, is she?
You don't like it, do you? I can tell by the vibes you're not keen on it, particularly you, Mark.
No, well, actually, you're wrong, because I really like that.
We both love it. It's one of those things that's kind of so ugly that only a mother could love it, sort of thing. I like weird things. I collect weird things.
Well, Tim, with no more ado, let's see how much you love it.
£105.
That ain't love. No. Alison, go on, do your bit.
I love it that much. £35.
That's hysterical. That's so bad.
Just hang on a tick, because for some reason or other, I put £147. That was on the weight of the soapstone.
Oh my goodness me. You'd have to go a really, 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 really long way to...
What does the independent valuer say,
Get me
Renee?
to...
I mean, you're working us up, but you haven't looked at
it
yet.
Oh, OK.
The dealer's bids reflect how much they like it. Not a lot. But Renee reckons it much more.
Well, you're all miles away anyway.
Oh, fabulous.
Well, I'm obviously out of the running completely.
Look at you, coward.
So I'm going to leave you to the big dealers of the day, the big boys.
Well, like your friend, I'm not exactly enamoured of it, so I too am going to step out.
The more I'm looking at it, the more I love looking at it there. Not anywhere near me. Shall we bow out on this one?
I think so.
Onwards and upwards, I say.
Yeah.
And that's how to reverse out of a deal. Not that the dealers were in any danger of actually buying it.
They were just miles off. They were miles off.
Renee and Mark were also not impressed with Alison's bid of £80 for the vintage Avery scales. They turned down Mike's bid of £116 for a pair of American 1920s silver candlesticks, and turned their noses up at a bid of £20 from Alison for a Chinese-carved camphor wood trunk. Will the dealers have more success with the 1950s Festival of Britain-inspired atomic hall stand?
I hate it, but I tell you what, my daughter will love it.
Looks like something else, Star Trek, and I hope it goes.
I particularly like it. Do you like it?
Yes. I've never had anywhere to put it, though.
It doesn't suit this house.
You do want it, don't you?
Well, I can see a profit in it. It's got very much a stylish look to it.
I thought that it had something to do with Eames as well.
Well, it may well be, but I thought it had something to do with the clampets. Anyhow, I think I've offered £86, a price I took a lot of thinking about.
I can tell.
Well, my offer is £70, and a bit like Mike, it took me a while to come up with that offer because it's out of my remit. I normally buy antiques. This isn't antiques, but it's what people seem to be wanting at the moment.
Well, I don't like it. I'll be perfectly honest, and it didn't take me a great deal of thought to write this offer at all. £35.
You really didn't like it?
No.
Now we just have to figure out
Well, do you want to take
what the valuation is and what Mark would pay you to take it out of here. Probably. Oh, okay.
It's a fair bid from Mike, but Rene is going to bluff again.
It's obviously less than my price.
No, it's more.
Oh, good.
No, it's more.
Good Lord.
It's more.
If you were on the right flea market on the right day,
Yeah,
it'd be a £5.
fair enough. Is that the best anybody can do?
70 was my price on this piece, so I shall...
Cool.
No, I'm sticking at 35, Mike, I'm sorry.
If it's a tempter, would £100 buy it?
You'd be so cruel not to sell it.
Yeah, I think it's good if it has a good home.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Well done.
favour.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you
you
very
I have,
much.
yeah.
Mike's paid all the money here. I hope his daughter likes it.
If I'm wrong, but I think she'll like it.
Whether or not he is going to give it to his daughter or sell it to his daughter for £200, I suspect he'll probably do that.
The final item is the canteen of American sterling silver cutlery. It's worth big money, and all the dealers want it.
Quality all the way.
It weighs heavy. It weighs 120 ounces, so we'll have a punt at that.
I would be scrapping it if I bought it.
It's a luxury that I imagine that we could probably live without.
Can you tell me a little bit about it, Rene?
It was my auntie's.
We thought it was a family piece because you're American and this is American, isn't it, as well?
Yes, in Colorado, in Denver, Colorado.
And do you use it?
We do. Yeah.
It's sort of
yeah.
posy, isn't it? Do you still do that sort
There's
of
something no, but there is something nice about eating off of a silver fork.
You can't put it in the dishwasher in the same way that you can stainless steel, can you?
I do, but
Really?
You know, I
All
think
those knife handles, they'll pop.
I break all the rules.
yeah,
pretty
quite
much,
right.
really.
Come on, Alison, you open the bidding.
My bid is £1,725.
Okay.
My bid is £1,680.
Gonna have to do better than that.
My bid is £1,600.
What's this ever-decreasing circles?
That seems to be the way it's going at the moment.
This is the same standard silver as ours, 925, but because it's marked sterling, it's slightly less desirable than having an English hallmark on it.
You've all based it on how many ounces there are. Why the difference then in your offers?
My offer's based on finding it a new home.
Does the £1,725 at the present? Is that
Well, let's see what this says. Oh.
Slightly under par offers from the dealers this time. Alison is in the lead, but for how long?
I'll tell you what, I'll go up to £1,850.
Okay. I think there's still a little bit of room for improvement there.
Well, of course. That's called profit.
And we're going to eat it.
I think that's a stonking offer from Mike. I really do.
Over
I'm
scrap.
out. It's a stonking offer.
It's over scrap, and I have the clients that might want to buy it.
Fair enough.
Well, he's given himself good testimony, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
My offer, 1,900.
I think back to you, Mike, again once more.
If you want some advice from me, I'd take her arm off.
Sell it. Let me have it.
Oh.
You can buy a lot of cutlery for £1,900.
Correct.
Nice looking cutlery for
Correct.
£1,900.
Okay, let's go for it.
We've got it, £1,900. Well done. Well done. Thank you.
Sold for just under the independent valuation, and none of the dealers wanted to pay more.
It's a bargain to me. And it's the best thing in the house, and I do like to have the best.
That was a right result. That was the icing on the cake, really.
The secret dealers offered Renee and Mark just under £3,500. Not everything sold, but there was plenty of bidding up, so how much money have they made?
Well, there we are. And we've got £2,480.
Wow.
What did you say?
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for having us.
Thanks for doing the deals. That was brilliant.
Are you happy with that?
It's been a fun day.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. It's
thank
really
you
great.
so much. What a pleasure.
The last time someone gave Renee a big bundle of cash like that, she spent it in 45 minutes.
Mike tried more than once to force the others into paying more.
Well, if you bid hard and strong, that's just competition, isn't it?
He bid Tim up before leaving him high and dry with the silver-mounted Cloisonné vase.
It's all tactics with the secret dealers.
But it still sold for a healthy £80 profit. And he egged Renee to sell Alison the American silver cutlery.
I really feel I've had a steal.
Well, she was right. It sold for a £600 profit. Alison played a few games herself.
I'll
Thank you
pass
very
out.
much.
She thought she'd left Mike no way out on the harem print.
I cop that. Don't think so.
It sold two for £310. And Mike had the last laugh. He thought the Victorian Fascinator bronze was original, and it was. It sold for a £300 profit. Knowledge is power, eh?
Oh, and I love it.